Archangel Michael says, tonight will not be like any other night you've experienced before. When the silence deepens and you're surrounded by stillness, a cold hand may gently rest on your shoulder. Do not run, do not scream, this moment was written before you were even born. You may think you imagined it at first, a light pressure, a whisper in the darkness, a tingle down your spine. But what's approaching you tonight is not a hallucination or trick of the shadows. It is the moment when a force beyond your realm crosses into your reality. You are not being haunted, you are being chosen. This touch is not from the realm of death, but from a place that exists just above your perception, where divine warriors observe in silence. Something has stirred in the heavens and it has been sent to awaken what lies dormant within you. There was an ancient promise made about your life, and tonight, the time for its fulfillment has arrived. This touch on your shoulder is the seal of an ancient power being reignited. You will begin to notice strange things shift around you after this encounter. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You will feel a sudden calm settle after the touch, like the hush after a great storm. This is the first sign that what reached for you tonight is on your side. Don't misinterpret silence for absence, what has arrived is observing you even now. You have been battling invisible wars for years. But from this night forward, you will no longer fight them alone. Something has been assigned to walk with you, speak when you fall silent, and guard when your back is turned. The reason you've been feeling watched is because heaven has had their eyes on you. What others couldn't see in you, the higher realm never missed. The hand you feel tonight is the confirmation that you're finally being marked for divine defense. Type Amen to get blessing 744. Your home may suddenly feel different. Lighter in some rooms, heavier in others. That is not your imagination but the settling of spiritual presence. A boundary has been drawn around you, and from now on, certain people will find it hard to approach you. You might wake up with a glow, a strange scent around your room, or a shift in temperature. These are all signs that your atmosphere is being spiritually restructured. You're not losing your mind, you're entering a divine awakening. Certain people will stop contacting you without explanation. That is the unseen force removing what is not aligned with your future. The hand that touched you has begun its work in silence, and its presence will be felt long after this night ends. Archangel Michael says, those who have plotted in secret against you will feel a sudden tightness in their spirit. They will not be able to speak your name without tremble. The power shielding you now is not ordinary, it's celestial judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 159. There's a sacred reason this touch came during the night. The darkness is when most spirits move freely, but also when most divine interventions strike. What was once drawn to harm you will now flee at the mere echo of your name. Don't ignore the dream you have after this. A messenger will appear there, watch for eyes that look like stars or wings made of ash. This is not a dream but an encrypted vision of your next season. From tonight onward, things that were lost will start returning. Items, peace, even relationships long buried in the dust of misunderstanding. But only the ones chosen to walk with your new divine path will stay. A mysterious strength will rise in your body. Things that used to drain you emotionally will suddenly have no hold. That's because the touch on your shoulder has unlocked a hidden spiritual immunity. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Some of your enemies will suddenly fall into confusion. They will forget what they were plotting, or lose the energy to continue. The hand that touched you did more than comfort, it disabled the weapons set against you. You may feel emotional without reason tomorrow. Tears, laughter, or a sense of floating above time. Let it all come, it is a spiritual detox, cleansing the remnants of what has been oppressing you in silence. You are now walking under what is known as the cloak of fire. This cloak repels spiritual attacks and turns darkness back to its sender. It also marks you as untouchable to dark-hearted people. Some will notice this change in your eyes first. Others may say you feel different. It's because you are no longer fully living in just the physical. Part of your essence is now anchored in the supernatural. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says, you've entered what is called a sealed phase. This means your destiny is no longer up for manipulation. Only divine hands may interfere from this moment forward. The hand on your shoulder did not just rest, it downloaded into you a code, a command. This code will begin to activate when you speak your truth, when you walk away from pain, and when you stand firm in your light. You'll begin to feel repulsed by certain places, people, and conversations. Don't resist that feeling, it's part of the divine touch rewiring your compass. What you once tolerated will now feel unbearable. Some of your enemies will return to apologize. But beware, the hand that touched you will give you instant discernment. You will feel a throb in your spirit when someone with bad intent approaches. Type Amen to get blessing 922. You will begin to hear whispers when no one is around, not scary whispers, but gentle nudges and words that bring clarity. That is your spiritual hearing being activated. You have become a receiver for higher messages. Keep your space clean tonight. Open your window. Let no one speak to you with bitterness before you rest. This atmosphere is sacred and must be respected. The divine being that touched you is still nearby. Though it won't speak aloud, it will communicate in signs. You must be attentive, watch for the flicker of lights, movement in mirrors, or a shift in room pressure. This is the beginning of what your ancestors long prayed you would witness. You are the fulfillment of their hidden cries. And now the force that guarded them has been reassigned to guard you. Type Amen to get blessing 646. You will also feel the urge to say certain names aloud. Do not be afraid, those names are being brought into judgment. Your mouth will carry divine authority for the next 7 days. If anyone mocks your awakening or tries to dismiss your experience, distance yourself. Their disbelief can delay what has been sent to accelerate. Protect this energy like you would a newborn flame. You might experience sudden tiredness tomorrow. That's because your spirit underwent elevation and your physical body is adjusting. Drink water, rest, and avoid loud environments if you can. Some of your belongings will mysteriously shift places. It is not forgetfulness. It is the presence attempting to show you patterns, to reroute your attention. Pay attention to where things move. Type Amen to get blessing 511. You may not be able to explain what happened to anyone without them doubting you. That is why this experience was made just for you. Heaven knew only you would understand the meaning behind this sacred touch. Don't expect everyone to come with you on this new journey. Some were only meant to witness the old version of you. The touch on your shoulder tonight separated your future from their influence. Archangel Michael says, this sacred contact is an activation. It will unleash visions, protection, divine connections, and wealth previously hidden from your reach. But it will also demand your purity, silence, and obedience to the inner voice. This new energy doesn't shout, it whispers. You'll feel the right path before you see it. Trust what tingles through your soul, and don't ignore the chills that come without warning. Type Amen to get blessing 888. From this day, your photos will carry divine light. Even enemies who try to use them against you will find themselves bound. The protection you now carry is visible to the unseen. Expect divine interruptions, missed calls, delayed plans, and strange pauses in time. These are heavenly adjustments creating the route for your protection and success. Let go of frustration, it's all divine timing now. Before midnight ends, you must speak aloud one affirmation. Choose the one that feels like a fire in your chest. When you speak it, the code activated by the touch will lock into your timeline. You will receive something unexpected in 72 hours. It may look small but will unlock something massive. Your dreams will begin to make sense, your path will become clear. Type Amen to get blessing 757. You are no longer in danger, but that doesn't mean you are not watched. The beings that touched you are here to ensure the next phase of your life is protected, not manipulated. They will go where you go. If a candle flickers unusually or your screen freezes suddenly, do not panic. It is confirmation the divine is nearby. Stay grounded and let the energy move through you. Speak less this week. There is divine revelation happening and silence is the soil where it grows. Too many words will choke the clarity being sent your way. Tonight, when you lay your head down, a second touch may occur. This one will not be on your shoulder but over your heart. It will be soft, like a breeze through your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. This is your moment of true spiritual birth. All the pain, the rejection, the loneliness, it all brought you here. And the divine has touched you because you made it through what should have destroyed you. You are now a bearer of divine voltage. Your presence will shift rooms, alter conversations, and repel what is unclean. Be mindful of the power you now carry. And finally, do not fear what others cannot see. You were not called to be understood. You were called to be awakened, protected, and chosen. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Let your heart remain open and your spirit stay alert. This is your moment. This is your night. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. You may notice animals react differently around you now. Some may become calm and affectionate, others may avoid your presence altogether. This is because your energy field has been anointed, and they sense what most humans cannot. As the hand touched your shoulder, your spirit remembered something ancient. A vow you made before entering this world is now being activated. You are stepping into a realm of awareness that will reshape everything you know. People from your past might suddenly try to reappear. Be cautious, for not all who return are meant to stay. This divine touch placed a filter over your life. Only those aligned with your ascension can remain. Your voice may carry more weight in the coming days. People will pause when you speak, not knowing why they feel drawn to your words. That's the divine frequency humming beneath your natural tone. Type Amen to get blessing 288. You may be shown symbols repeatedly, feathers, numbers, shadows, and circles. These are not coincidences, they are part of the new language being taught to your soul. The more you pay attention, the clearer the guidance will become. Archangel Michael says, "The hand that touched you was the final confirmation of a long-awaited activation." Your life has reached the moment heaven marked on your timeline. You've crossed into divine acceleration. Now, things that were blocked will be unblocked without struggle. Jobs, finances, relationships, documents, and peace of mind, everything will begin to shift without delay. But only because you finally agreed to be seen by the unseen. You'll feel heat in your palms or pressure between your eyebrows. This is your spiritual power awakening physically. You're not sick, you're shifting dimensions internally. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. Some of your clothes may begin to feel uncomfortable. That's because your aura has grown, and your skin knows which fabrics no longer match your energy. Do not ignore your discomfort, it is divine sensitivity. If you hear ringing in your ears or feel sudden bursts of inspiration, don't dismiss them. These are downloads from the realm you're now connected to. You've become a vessel, a conduit, a divine carrier. The more you honor this experience, the more it will reveal. The more you doubt, the more it will dim. You've been chosen, but free will still governs your response. This spiritual touch was not an accident. It was orchestrated, timed, and sent with intention. It arrived because the atmosphere around you was finally ripe for divine contact. Type Amen to get blessing 404. People who once tried to break you will now be confused by your strength. They won't understand why their words no longer cut you. The divine presence within you has silenced the old vulnerabilities. Even your shadow has changed. You are no longer walking alone. Another force walks beside you, one that watches while you sleep, listens while you pray, and stands while you weep. You are being watched over, not stalked. Protected, not pitted. Celebrated, not forgotten. A circle of light surrounds you now, and even if you can't see it, the darkness around you knows it's there. This protection cannot be earned, it can only be accepted. Type Amen to get blessing 50-50. You will find that you are no longer attracted to chaos. Loud places, angry people, and negative spaces will drain you more than ever. This is a sign your soul has outgrown the noise of suffering. Your sleep patterns may shift. You might wake up during sacred hours like 3:33 or 4:44 a.m. These are not random, they are callings, nudges from the divine urging you to receive guidance. You'll start remembering dreams more vividly. Some will feel like movies, others like conversations with people you've never met. But they are all pieces of a puzzle meant just for your understanding. You'll begin to crave silence, nature, water, and stillness. The divine hand has altered your desires to align with your higher frequency. Everything false will feel heavier now. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You may notice strangers staring at you longer than usual. They won't be able to explain what they see, but their spirit will recognize the glow around you. You've been crowned in the unseen. This transformation was never meant to be easy, but it was meant to be real. And now that you've crossed this invisible threshold, your old life cannot follow you anymore. Archangel Michael says, your name has been written into a divine record that overrules earthly curses. What was spoken against you, plotted against you, paid against you, it's all nullified. You are spiritually fireproof now. Words, spells, jealousy, and spiritual manipulation will bounce off your energy like arrows against armor. Your light has outgrown their reach. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Prepare for old wounds to resurface, not to break you, but to show you they have no power now. The divine touch rewrote your memory and replaced sorrow with strength. You are healing in silence, and heaven is watching in joy. You'll feel drawn to certain numbers, locations, or even names. These are soul beacons, guiding you to where your power will grow next. Trust them, follow them. You're not the same anymore. Even if you look the same, even if your name hasn't changed, your spirit has. The hand that touched you tonight rewrote your very essence. This is not a message for your ears, it's a prophecy for your life. And from this moment forward, nothing will ever be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Your footsteps are no longer ordinary. Where you walk, the ground changes. Where you sit, peace arrives. Where you speak, confusion disappears. The silence you carry will intimidate some. That's because silence is power when backed by divinity. Don't try to explain your calm, it's not meant to be understood. You are no longer vulnerable in the way you once were. You are not broken, you are rebuilt. You are not weak, you are wise. This transformation may make you feel lonely, but it will also make you untouchable to the forces that once played with your peace. Let the loneliness be your cocoon. Type Amen to get blessing 383. There will be moments where you'll pause, turn, and feel that presence behind you again. That's because the hand never left, it's still near, still guiding, still watching. You may suddenly feel grateful for past betrayals. They led you here. The divine needed the betrayal to birth your isolation, and the isolation to birth your revelation. When people ask what changed you, just smile. You don't owe anyone the story of your awakening. The ones meant to know will understand without words. Your story from here on will unfold with divine speed. Things will align before you even pray for them. Because now, you are aligned with the frequency of the fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Every step you take now shakes the spiritual ground. Every thought you have echoes in divine chambers. You have become a thunder in the spirit realm. When you feel sudden warmth on your back, know that it's the presence reaffirming its place. You are marked. You are watched. You are not alone. The touch you received tonight was not just a comfort, it was a covenant. And this covenant has secured your next 7 years with favor, fire, and fulfillment. Now, rest. Let the shift complete. Close your eyes and let heaven finish what it started. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Your heart may begin to beat differently in certain places or around certain people. This is not anxiety, it is divine detection. What once went unnoticed by your mind is now sensed by your spirit. Your hands may tremble when you speak truth now. That's because they carry power, not fear. The hand that touched your shoulder left behind a surge of sacred force waiting to rise when needed. You'll feel drained by gossip, anger, and confusion. This is your divine shield rejecting low frequencies. You're not being dramatic, your soul is learning how to breathe clean spiritual air. You may find yourself speaking things you never meant to say, but they'll always be exactly what needed to be heard. The hand that touched you awakened prophetic alignment. Your words now carry unseen weight. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. From now on, technology may glitch when you're emotionally heightened. Lights may flicker. Devices may freeze. These aren't random. They're signals of energy responding to your elevated aura. People from your past may try to contact you out of nowhere. But don't be quick to answer. Some come as tests. Others come because they felt the moment you were spiritually claimed. You may feel warmth wrap around you while you sleep. That is not a blanket. That is the winged presence keeping night spirits away from your soul as you dream. You will also notice patterns, cycles that once brought you pain will now meet resistance. That's the energy barrier built by the divine. You are no longer on repeat, you are on release. Type Amen to get blessing 4222. Archangel Michael says, you've stepped into your protected phase, a realm where nothing meant to break you will reach you. What comes now will lift, stretch, and reveal the version of you you were always meant to be. People will look at you and not understand what's changed, but they will feel something different. That's your aura emitting silent thunder. The touch on your shoulder activated your energetic command. You'll begin having moments of deep knowing, sensing outcomes before they happen, hearing someone's intention beneath their words. This is your discernment rising like fire from still embers. Strange winds may blow near your window, even when the weather is still. That's the atmosphere shifting. The divine moves where you're sleeping and rewrites what others have tried to write for you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You will be protected even in places where danger usually waits. The hand that touched your shoulder didn't come alone, it came with a legion. You now walk with backup from above. You'll feel parts of your past suddenly lose their hold on your emotions. Memories that once burned will now flicker faintly like fading candles. That's not numbness, it's divine surgery healing your inner wounds. People will be unable to lie to you for long. Their faces will give them away. Your presence will disarm deception because your spirit now hosts truth like a sword in its core. You may cry for no reason in the coming days. Don't hide it. The tears are not from sadness, they are the soul's recognition that it has been remembered by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 484. The place where the hand touched you may remain sensitive. That's because the divine imprint left a seal. This mark is invisible to humans but visible to spirits, both dark and divine. Dreams that once scared you will now become tools for guidance. You will be shown warnings, doors, and names in your sleep. Your dreams have turned into scrolls waiting to be read. Be careful what you speak now, your words have gained weight. You don't need to shout to be heard in the spirit realm. One whisper from you now reaches beyond dimensions. The voice of doubt that used to live in your head will start going quiet. It knows it no longer has full access to you. Your mind has been partially sealed by divine code. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. You may start waking up with insights you never studied or thoughts you never had before. That's the divine mind beginning to download purpose. Your spirit is remembering things your body forgot. You'll begin to see colors differently, notice signs more sharply, and sense danger even before it nears. This is because the divine touch realigned your inner compass. You now see in multiple realms. Certain clothes, jewelry, or objects may no longer feel good to wear or hold. Trust your intuition. Your aura has shifted and now rejects what carries the wrong energy. Moments of stillness will now become moments of communication. What once felt like silence will now feel like a whisper from heaven. Stillness is no longer empty, it's sacred space. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. You'll begin to attract people who are on their divine path too. They will recognize the seal on you without needing proof. These are your spiritual tribe, your journey just got reinforcements. Archangel Michael says, you will not lose what was destined for you, not anymore. The hand that touched you rewrote your expiration dates and deadlines. Now, delays will turn into deliveries. The evil eye, jealousy, and gossip will turn on those who release it toward you. The divine hand redirected their curses like a mirror, they will be touched by their own intentions. A season of spiritual visibility has begun. Heaven sees you. Hell fears you. Earth will soon know you. Walk like the anointed vessel you are. Type Amen to get blessing 377.